Good morning. You didn't want to do the rowing workshop? Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. A newcomer. Fidelis. Where am I looking? Too many apps. Claire. Good morning. Huey's just next door in the rowing workshop, so she might just jump in the middle of our thing. That's okay. No. Stop. Good. Okay. So today I thought we might concentrate on kind of like a flow thing for our hamstrings, and we're going to do some reverse lunges as movement of the month. So I thought we could do a nice little kind of some warm-up moves that you could do before class as well, if you had time or whatnot, or after at home, just to make sure you're moving well after that kind of new movement in our programming. It's going to be a reverse lunge, which is really good. I've done a lot of those. They get your legs really strong, so it's one leg at a time. So let me just get my program up. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll start with our cars, but we're going to do the ground one. So we're going to come down to the ground, and we're going to start with our toes. This time we're going to plant the big toe into the ground, and then we're going to lean back. So before we glide back, this time we're leaning back, so it's going to be a little bit harder. You're going to plant your big toe into the ground. I want you to keep that big toe connected as you open up your legs as far as you can, keeping that big toe connected, and then come back in. Okay? So really push that big toe into the ground. That arch should feel super lifted, and then open up your legs. Today we need a little bit of a mobility ball and a towel or a string or some sort of tool, or even if you reach your hands to stretch the hamstrings. But I'll show you that. So keep going, keep opening up, keep planting that toe into the ground, and open. Do a couple more, keep pushing. So really feel it fired up here. The arch connected and engaged. Heels still stay on the ground as we open up. As you open up, have a little body, pressing that big toe. Open up. Let's do two more. Press, open. Good. Last one. It's down and open. Fantastic. Just wiggle those up. So now we're going to do our ankles. Okay. Put our hand underneath our leg. We're going to flex our foot, and then we're going to bring that foot to the center of the body, down and around, up, forming that U as you come up. So this stays still. Push it against your thigh, against your torso. There, I don't see your foot, that's okay. You know, you can see me doing it.
I'm sorry, but the
space you have, that's cool. We're all in that kind of boat here. As long as you can see me doing that, and then you can come. Yeah, awesome. Keep going. We'll do the other side. So, hand underneath. Ankle really close, or that thigh really close to the body. Flex the foot. Come to that midline. Scoot down, up, and try and keep the foot flexed. Let's move through this. Nice. Now we're going to stand up on our knees. We're going to do a little bit differently. So what I want you to do is have your feet parallel to each other, and then your hands on your knees, and I want you to kind of keep the foot connected as you rotate around, like so. So try and go really deep into that kind of squat position there, and then come back around. Yeah, pushing that range. We'll do 10. All right, so let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now go 5 the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. So that's a good one too to do to warm up. Just get the knees moving well. All right, let's stand up nice and tall, and we'll do our neck position. Sorry, I'm in the other room today because of the rowing workshop. A little bit darker in here. You see my neck? I'll come down here in a bit of light, and you guys can stay standing. So with this neck, we're going to bring that chin down to the chest. You're going to rotate that head, then you tilt it, and you come around, opening up that space. Come around to the other side, tilt and tuck. Good. Once we reach that center, we're going to go back the other way. Rotate, tilt, open up behind. Good. Good. So stand up your feet, guys. Keep going. So doing those circles. Feel okay here? A little bit tight. Don't go as tight in that corner. Good. Just going through the cards. Hey, that's all right. Just stand here. Here. All right, ladies. Now we're going to do our spine. And take the shoes off. How's the rowing? Yeah, that's right. Like sit. So you got enough room there? Yeah. So we're going to do our spine now. So this one, we're going to have our hands across our chest. Okay. We're going to hinge forward. We'll rotate just like the neck and come around to our circle. Now, once you reach that midline, I'm going to rotate go the other way. So really try and lengthen that spine. A few more. It's nice. Now we're going to do our elbows. So you're going to have your hands out in front. Okay. And then you're going to try and pull that thumb to the back of the room. We're going to lift our hands up and then rotate to the other side. And then come down. So that elbow is not that much range. So this is kind of what we'll do there. Just the last one. Good. All right, let's do our wrists. So get your elbow close to the side of your body here, okay? And then hand out flat. We're going to rotate to the center of the body. Okay, some of you guys can see that. So you're rotating to the center, come down, up, and around. Now the key as you come up is to keep those fingers straight. Just do a few loops. So grab your other hand, to control it, come up. As if you're drawing a U. If it's really stuck. And shake it out to the outside. So hand flat. Midline. Center of the body. Out. Six. Nice work. So now we're going to do our cat cow on the ground. So find a space for your all fours here. Okay. So remember, this is what the hands underneath the shoulders. Okay. And then we want to have a neutral position on our spine, just as you would naturally sit. Okay. Then we're going to think of that lower back. I want you to tuck that tailbone under. So think of that. Tuck your tail under in the legs. That's what we're doing here. We're going to tuck that pelvis under, and then we're going to push the spine up to the ceiling, one vertebrae at a time. Then we're going to tuck that chin under. Now, once you've reached this position, make sure your hands are stacked underneath your shoulders. And then I want you to push your hips back towards the back of the wall, as if you're tucking it up towards the ceiling. And then the last thing you do, each vertebrae one at a time, move that hand up. Keep going with that, ladies. Spend some time in this section. How are we doing, ladies? So you may be a little stiff up in the upper back after Wednesday's lifter, you know, when we did those barbell pushes up overhead. They can get everything nice and stuck as well. Good stuff. Okay, so now we'll do our hips. So we're going to lay on our, actually let's stay on all fours for this one. So this side's better. So we're going to be in this position. I want you to drive your knee up to your chest. Okay, and then I want you to open up to the side. You want the foot the same height as the knee. I'm going to push back, come around, and to the center. And then I'm going to push it behind. Keep the foot up as high as the knee, and then bring it down. So that's one circuit. Okay. So let's try and do 5 good ones. Good. Okay. All right. So let's drive that knee up to the chest. Well, first, smooth. We're going to come. We're going to drive this knee out to the chest here. Open up. Here we're trying to keep the foot the same height as the knee. Then we're going to push back, come down with the knee. Then we're going to come back up. Again, that same position. Now we try and do this without tilting our hips too much. Yeah, this is the hard part. Here, I'd like to have the foot the same height as the knee. Come down, push back. How are we going here, ladies? Did 5 on one side? Okay, let's change sides once we've done 5. We'll have a look. Now slow it down, Esther. You don't have to go fast here. Yeah, I really want you to push the range. So really drive that knee up to that chest. Yeah. That's it. Nice, use of nice control. That's it. Yeah. So you'll feel maybe after the rowing, you're a little bit, you'll be looser because you worked it, but you might feel like you have certain areas of tightening up a bit as well. You know, it's hard work. And then we're going to do a little bit of a flow, which will be quite nice. Okay. Yeah. Good time. Yeah. Good. Nice work. That's it. All right. So for this next phase of our fixer today, you're going to need a band or a towel and a mobility ball. So I'm going to give you guys a band. 1, 2. Wait. Hybrid class. Online, offline. Yeah, you don't need it just yet, but you're gonna need one like that. And then a little ball. You guys got one of those? No, that's okay. If you don't, we'll find. Do you have a foam roller? Far away, you can go get it. We'll wait.
Is it okay if I use a towel or do I need a ball?
You can use a towel, yeah. And then if you have a ball and a foam roller, that'd be great. Or you could use a towel too. All right, so the first one we're gonna do, we're not gonna use the towel, we're gonna stand up. So we're gonna have a nice room, so standing up like a scarecrow, okay? And then for 1 minute, we're going to go through a motion where we reach across and then come up. Now don't worry if you can't touch your floor, just go a little bit wider with your stance, okay? And then reach. So this is kind of like that dynamic warm-up that you could do before a class where we do some reverse lunges. All right, so let's go for 1 minute. Reach. Breathe in and then breathe out. Reach the floor. And then hopefully over the course of a minute, get a little bit further down. Take the time with your rotations. And as you rotate, I really want you to turn that torso open around. Yeah. And feel that stretch. Good. Going. Another 20 seconds. That's it. Keep going down, keep going through. You okay? Nice. That's it. Try and reach across. Good. All right. Have a little rest. So the next one we're going to do is kind of mimicking our good morning position. So remember that one's where you got the weight on your back and you're hinging your hips backwards. So what you're going to do is you're going to have one hand behind, okay, and then one hand on your torso here. And then I want your feet parallel, straight, pointing right forward. And then I want you to hinge forward. Okay, have a little bit of a soft knee and come back. So I want you to keep your chest nice and tall and then push the hips back. And you should be, your torso then becomes parallel to the ground. Good. And then drive your feet into the ground as you bring your hips forward. Okay. So we'll do that for 1 minute and then we'll change sides with our hands. Okay. So let's go. Hinging forward and up. Good. So minimal bending of the knee, just a little bit. So I want you to feel like the first thing I'm doing is pushing my feet into the ground and pushing my hips back behind me. Yeah. Good. And 20 seconds here. Good. So having your hands on the front of your torso and your back kind of gauges you the positioning of how your torso is, right? All right, have a little rest. And then we're going to change sides. So you may find you're a little bit different on one side and the hands are in position. So here, let's go for 1 more minute. Those hips back. Forward. Back. Hips go back. Back. Good. That's it. Nice. Keep going. Good here, yeah. Take that time pushing those hips back as if they're going to hit the wall behind you. Yeah, tapping that wall. All right, have a little rest. Next, we're going to do a little movement that helps activate the hamstrings. So we're going to be on the position on the floor where we lie down. Okay, so let me get the angle here. So I'll just show you first, and then I'll give you a floor. So in this position, you're going to have your heel pushed into the ground of one leg, and the other one is going to be straight out in front. And then we're going to drive up through the heel, and you should feel the hamstring activate. Now that's too easy. I want you to lift the leg up, okay? And then I want you to drive that heel up and come up. So you've got more body weight to have to lift up with the hamstring and down. Okay, so let's find that position. We're going to do 1 minute on one leg. So have you come up, you guys. Yeah. So put one leg, both legs lie down on the ground flat. Yeah. One heel, leg bent, knee bent, and the heel into the ground. That's it, ladies. Yeah, nice to this. And then you're going to lift your toes off, the foot that the heel's on the ground, and the other leg up. And then you're going to lift your hips up, driving through the heel of the foot that's on the ground. All right, ready and go. So lift the hips up, there you go, and down. And up. So you should really feel that hamstring behind the leg activate up. Yeah. You guys just did rowing, so that would be, you can just take it slow if you did too many. Now, ladies at home, keep going. So, Esther, can you lift your toes off the ground, the leg get, and then really drive through that heel. Susan too, yeah, good. That's it. Going, another 10 seconds. Good. Drive it up. One more rep. Good, and then have a rest. Good, now let's see. We're going to the other side. So, find your position, switch your legs up. Yeah. Everyone okay? Surviving? All right, so heel into the ground, toes off the ground. If it's too hard, you can keep one leg out straight and keep it connected to the ground. If you're nice and happy here, then lift that leg up. And let's go for 1 minute, driving that heel into the ground as you lift those hips up. Good, good. Feel it in the back of the leg. Yeah, excellent. This one's a great one to do before you run, before a class, like a deadlift class, or the reverse lunges that you're going to do in the coming month. Okay, really good to do. Keep going. Another 15 seconds here. Good. Couple more reps, 2 more. Drive up. Nice, Dillis. Come on, you got it. And rest. Nice, lady. Okay. Now we're going to do a nice one. It's called the book. Okay. So I'll just show you on the watch. We're going to be lying down. Okay, you're going to bring one leg across and the other foot down. So you're going to be kind of like a 90-90 position. We're going to have our hands together, okay? And then you're going to open, so you can open up like that, hold for a second, and then come back. Okay, we'll do that for 1 minute on one side, and then we'll switch the other side. Okay? So again, have your space. Let me come forward here, yeah. That's it. Yeah, yeah, opposite sides maybe. Now, yeah, so bring this leg out to 90, this one here, and this one bent. Yeah, good. All right, you're in position, ladies. That's it. That's it. Perfect. And then bend out, and then bring it across, open up, and then bring it back. So try and get a little bit more range as you go. You can even move your head following your arm. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Nice. Good, Susan. Keep going here, 1 minute. Remember to breathe through this. So you take a deep breath of air in And then as you breathe out, you're going to open up. Good. So just having the feet, legs in that 1990 position kind of restricts the movement of your back. Okay, so you're really making that spine, especially the top part of that spine, work a little bit here. Keep going. That's it. Nice. Now you should start to feel like you're opening up a little bit as you go through this. And then rest. Okay. So now we're going to switch legs, so position of the legs. Yeah. So good. Cross. All right, ladies. Here we go again. 1 minute. Nice. Up, open again. That's it. Good. Open up. Nice, Susan. That's it. Keep breathing again. Breathing in, and then breathing out as you open up. Breathe in as you come back. And then breathe out as you open up. Good. Another 30 seconds. That's it. Keep going. Should start to feel quite nice this one, especially after the hamstring activation. All right, now come out of that. All right, so now we're going to stand up and we're going to do squat to stand. So what is that? I'll show you what that looks like. We do this sometimes in our warm up for power or lifter, especially deadlift day. Again, so in this position, you want your feet parallel to each other. Okay, I'm just going to show you from the side view. And then you're going to come down into your squat. Okay, in this position, you're going to keep your hands underneath your feet. If you can, or if you can't, you can put them up the chain. And then you're going to lift your butt up in the air. You're going to feel that stretch in the hamstring. And then you're going to come back down. Okay, now our head you can bring down and just let it drop. For a little bit of stretch, you lift it up a little bit. Tuck it under as you come down, lift up, tuck. Okay, so you're going to feel your hamstrings here with a stretch. We'll do that for 8 minutes. Okay, so find that comfortable position. Good. All right, ladies. Hands on under the feet. And then we're going to bend the knees a bit, come down into your squat, bring your hips down to the ground. That's a squat down, good. And then stand up with the legs straight. There you go. Now, if you need to have your hands come up further, that's okay. So say you're coming up to that straight position, you can't quite straighten your arms, or your legs, sorry, then move them up. Yeah, keep going, 1 minute of work here. Yeah. That's it, nice, still. Good, Claire. Coming down, keep your hands up. That's it. Susan, you tighten the hamstrings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay, keep. That's it, good. That's it, ladies. Again, breathe in at the bottom of the squat and then breathe out as you push those hips up and straighten the legs. Good. Keep going, another 20 seconds. That's it. Very nice. Good. All right. Have a little rest. So how are we going for time? Okay, good. So next we're going to come into this half kneeling position. We're going to put our leg out in front, okay? And then we're just going to sit, lean over. So I don't want you to curl over. I want you to think of keeping my torso straight and coming down. You need to have the hands on the side. Come through, come down. I'm just going to hold this stretch for 1 minute. Okay, again, we're targeting the back of the leg here. Okay, do you need advance to your knees? Yeah? Good, that's it. Okay, we've got 10 minutes according to this. That's good. All right, so leg out in front. so. Good. And then we're just gonna lean over. Super tight. Hamstrings tight. Let's use some blocks. You guys have yoga blocks if you need to have a little bit of support on either side. So you can't quite reach. Put your hands on that. Yeah. Good. Now try and straighten the leg a little bit. Push the hips back. Tight. Yeah. Nice. This is a good one as well to do. Yeah. Just breathe through it. So really important to try and keep those hamstrings nice and flexible. Okay. You bend the knee a little bit more if you need to. Yeah. Keep going. Keep holding another 15 seconds. Breathe. Actually, we're gonna hold this a little longer. I wanted to hold 2 minutes, so another minute. Sorry. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, and when it's, I don't want to ever be in a position where it's like shaking like crazy, but you want to be in a position where you feel like you're working a little bit, and then make sure you keep breathing through a stretch like this. Okay, so we don't want to jam everything up. Good. That's it. Keep going. Another 30 seconds. We got this. And then we'll change sides. That's it. Keep breathing. You got it. All right, now let's ease out of this. Now I always find when I'm in this position, I kind of bring my heel a little bit closer and then come out that way, find my way out. Okay, good. Shake it out if you need to. And then we'll change sides. Everyone okay? As good as it gets. Okay, let's go again. Leg, opposite leg out in front. Yeah, one side may be better than the other. So don't worry. Okay, find that position. Nice. And really, Susan, try not to roll. And so right now you kind of rolled like that. I want you to think of leaning forward. So maybe you're not going to get your hands as close to the ground. Yeah. You got blocks? Yeah, that will help. Perfect. Right. Keep holding here. You've got a timer. It's recording. That's it. Again, find a nice breathing rhythm. This side looks better. Yeah, I think so. That's it. Things that's okay with that side. Yeah. 80s. Another 30 seconds here. To go to our towel hamstring. Okay. The 10 seconds. Breathe. Let it go. As you let it go, you should be able to sink into that stretch. All right. Let's ease out. Good. Okay, just don't get stuck in there. You can come out any way you can. I don't mind. Yeah. Excellent. Okay. Now we're going to go lie on the floor. So be a little bit more comfortable. We're going to grab our band. So put your band there. If you have a towel, you're just going to grab your towel and we're going to lay on the ground. Okay. Again, this is kind of like a passive stretch, static stretch we call it. So we're going to put our towel or our band under our foot like so. And then you're going to have your other leg outstretched in front. I'm just going to lean and have a little bit of a bend in the knee, but if you can leave it relatively straight, you're going to have a little bit more of a hamstring stretch. And then you're just gonna let your hands fall. That gravity should pull that leg. So the closer the leg is to your body, the more of a stretch. So some of you may find you're just too, well, let's find out. Okay, good. Again, we're gonna hold that 2 minutes. So we've already done some time. Good. That's it. Now you don't have to flex the foot as such, okay, because that becomes a little bit more neural. You can have a nice, just relaxed foot, okay? Just relaxing. Okay. So that's as straight as you need. Good. But don't make it shake though. So just relax again. Good. All right. Keep holding. Let's have a look, ladies. That's it. Nice. So again, we're kind of just letting that hamstring stretch, okay? At its more end range. And it's a static one, so not being as dynamic. Dynamic move would be that one where we're squatting and then lifting our hips up. So I generally like the static stretching after my workouts, my dynamic stretching before for activation, and then kind of these passive moves at the end at night before going to bed. Yeah. Sit. Another 20 seconds, then we'll change legs. Good. 3 minutes on this timer. That's perfect. Finish off with some roly-polies. Good. All right, now lower that leg gently. Okay, and then let's change sides with our hands. Yeah, legs. Outstretched. Now, if it's really difficult to have a leg straight, you can also have the leg that's on the ground bent. So you would bend your knee. But if you can have it outstretched, that's good. All right, holding. This side was the tighter one. Yeah, toe. What's the same side, same on this side? That's the dance. Susan, how's this one? Is this easier to get into?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, here is horrible.
Horrible in there, right? Where that's where the hamstring connects, right, to the hip.
Yeah.
So yeah, that can get tight for a number of reasons, just the connection point.
Yeah.
Okay, keep holding. 45 seconds. And breathe again. Relax, breathe in. You practice your pelvic floor stuff here. So you breathe in, fill up that belly with air, and let that pelvic floor go. So thinking of that balloon that's filling up with air. And then as you blow out, pulling on the band to bring the hamstring closer, you're going to pull that pelvic floor out and empty that air from your tummy, not tummy, but lungs. Yeah. 20 seconds. And then we're going to finish off with a movement where we can, you guys will get cut off, but you can keep going through. We'll have a good minute of it. So, okay, let's ease out of that. So we're going to do a roll to V-sit type thing. So what does that look like? I'll just have a little space for the demo and I'll lead you guys through. But basically, we're going to be out into this pancake stretch. You're going to reach forward and then you're going to come up behind and like that. Okay? So we got a minute. Come out here, have some room. And you guys have a good Sunday, but keep rolling. All right, let's go. Time is on. Yeah. Maybe come this way. Have your feet head this way. Yeah. Good. Yeah. And then so you come forward. And then roll your hips back to see how Esther's rolling back like that. Yeah. Good. Now you want maybe not get your legs out behind. That's fine. Yeah. If you can have your toes touch the ground behind you. What? Yeah.